Welcome back to the adventures of Robin of the Hood. We've just recruited the merry men. I did also create some AI for the different characters. So I have one for Robin Hood. Just some basic stuff at the moment. Azim has his own. One for Little John. And also for Friar Tuck. Lastly, Maid Marian. It's just some basic stuff, as they've only have a few abilities, but I'll be expanding upon this in different videos. So what we're going to do now is go and explore Port Maje.
I'll go on ahead.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot
there's
imagine
Ringo's
who
house.
to harm you.
I shall make it so.
There's quite a lot of stuff here that you can take if you feel like it, but I never bother. Mainly because there's not much value, and also he's got his kid that he has to look after. So I prefer to leave him with the stuff. He groans and winces as he props himself up, glaring at you with his one good eye.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia.
He yanks at the bedsheet, trying to cover himself. Ouch, nice shiner.
Bazzo! I get enough of that from the Nazanali I work with.
He falls back against the mattress, grumbling.
Iswana. They are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her. The mad devil. Look what she did to me. My ear.
He turns his head and you see that there is a scabbed over notch where a chunk of flesh has been torn away from his left ear.
When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything.
That's awful.
Well, clearly you have more compassion than the host of cackling fools that watched the whole thing. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and
He gestures feebly with an arm, grimacing.
Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son?
His already bruised, purpled face reddens
The
further.
woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare.
Maybe I can reason with this woman. Where should I start?
They call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north. Then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
With that he sags back against the mattress, clearly exhausted. Okay, got a new quest. We can pick up another couple before we leave.
What marvelous carvings!
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries old. Blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent!
This glaive berries. water. A gate. So this is the governor's house. There's not actually much to do here. Although it looks big on the outside, it's sort of, they roped this off. I wonder if they did that because they didn't have time to do any more floors or something. Or if that was always intended. But there's some things that we can loot here.
I'll handle this. Indeed.
Yeah. Clothes. Some of the frock coats look quite nice. It's a shame there's no actual armour that's a frock coat.
I'll have this open in no time. I've done it.
I think that was my cat that just somehow opened the door. Yeah.
Yes, I shall. I'm here. I'll take care of this.
Just take something from the dining room. There's some supplies. Carpet tea, rice wine and cuttlefish. We can give all of that to the ship's crew. There's also some food in here that we can take. I don't mind stealing from the governor, he's not a nice man.
Let's keep quiet.
So for this last one, if we don't want to get caught, we have to wait until the cook goes to the other part of the kitchen. So he will rake the fire and then go over here somewhere, and then we can take it. Okay, now we can talk to the governor and get the mission to go to the Digsite and look for Eothas.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valian Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Maje.
He spreads his hands in a subdued
I'll
flourish.
ask my guards to find some feed for your animal.
Clario eyes your companion with some concern, then makes a point of ignoring it.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. I'm on an important mission. I have to leave the island as quickly as possible.
Is that so? You've clearly come a long way. It's not a short journey from here to the Deer Wood. Just what brought you out this way?
I'm tracking down Eothas for the goddess Berath. The governor regards you silently for a few moments. After an uncomfortably long while, you realize he's been waiting for you to laugh. Say nothing.
That certainly sounds important.
He clears his throat.
Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What could I do for you? I just got here.
Indeed. Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I know that luminous Ardra is native to the Deadfire.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
Get to the point, Clara.
We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk.
Okay.
You say you are hunting this thing. Well, that is where it went. You need a ship? I need information. Do this for me, and I will set half the town to work on freeing your vessel.
And if I find this Odorisi?
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
I could do that.
Then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here. One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Okay. I think we're nearly ready to leave Port Maje. There's just one more quest that we have to get. And that is over here.
What's this? I'll handle this.
Ring of Unshackling, Suppress Affliction, once per rest. That's quite useful. Give that to Friar Tuck. Didn't actually think he has that. Yeah. Okay, now to the jail.
No doubt about it.
Quite the dramatic entrance for us.
Royal Deadfire Company.
Let's see what we found. Of course.
To the jailer.
What is it I can do for you?
The watch commander looks up at you after listless greeting, and you notice that she has a dark bruise around one eye. She grimaces, but does not turn away. What happened to you?
What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
Sientere, Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
Something you wanted?
How are things here in Port Maje?
We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple. But things
I don't
might
see
have
many
been far
guards
worse.
around.
We are stretched thin. The storm speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there. Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Lucky for you that I'm around.
Shut it, Ruggieri.
I could go speak to this Solari.
Cruel. I cannot say it would not be welcome, but... You are only recently arrived, and not, I hear, by choice. Why do this?
Seems only sensible to be on good terms with the commander.
And you are a sensible man, I see.
Where the hell did that door open?
Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath.
Farewell.
Ado, stranger. Or
Rum
is
dum
it captain?
vigera.
You have the carriage of a captain, a noble bearing all around.
The man in the cell wobbles slightly as he steps forward, fixing an eager smile and glassy gaze upon you.
Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed...
I could use you on my crew. What do you need me to do?
You see how fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard. She has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have... none. I flounder here until the death...
Any suggestions on how to get you out of there?
A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing.
Vigera leans in to wrap his fingers around the bars of his cell, rattling them to no effect. He sets his forehead to the bars, sighing.
The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all.
He turns a finger in small circles by the lock and winks clumsily at you.
You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, sir, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With Norgund in the Kraken's eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives.
He raises his brows and grins toothily. Farewell. Think we just pay her the money.
Keeping out of trouble? A little.
I'd like to pay Rigera's fine.
Diverus? Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Salvia pulls a ring of keys from her pocket. And moves towards the cell door.
Arasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
Yes?
Okay, now we can leave. We go first to the Amawa village.
I'll take care of this.
RotH pods. Used for making mouth char. Spire sponge. So all of these ingredients will come in useful later. So we have to talk to Mahika. The Amawa woman steps sideways, angling herself towards you, and meets your gaze with an intense stare.
I do not know you.
Her voice is quiet, but each word is clipped and harsh.
You were looking for Kawa?
Rinko says that you robbed him during a card game.
Rinko?
She scoffs in a guttural burst of sound.
The Valian? You jest, Akira. I should have thrown him into the sea. He dares to call me a thief?
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
What else? The Valians are fools. But Akawa wishes to trade, so we must be patient. We must save them from Nagate's storms. Even when they ignore our advice. Ikawa told me I should see the tavern, speak with their people, learn patience. The trader Eophania, she taught me to play Valian cards. A simple game, but none would play with me in the tavern. I thought him kind until I proved the victor, and he grew angry. Until he stood in front of his kin and called me a Mataru of Sadahuzi, a filthy islander and a cheat. For that, yes, I beat him. Why does this concern you?
You should have told the guards. You've been branded a thief.
I am no thief. Do you mean to insult me? I am Mataru. I am the guard in Sadahuzi. I defend this village. If I see fit to punish a man, it is my duty.
See, I think intellect. If a Valian broke Huana law, would you be satisfied with a fine levied by the governor?
That is not the same. This has long been our island.
Mahika scowls at you. Ringo's just a merchant. He can't fight as your equal. Mahika opens her mouth to speak, then snaps it shut. She grimaces, averting her gaze to the sand.
I did not consider this. He is Kwaru. It is not in him to fight for the village. Perhaps I was impatient.
Give me the coin purse and we'll call it square.
Huh. Then here's what you came for, though it is an uneven trade.
She considers the coin purse in her hand for a moment before handing it to you. Her mouth twists into a resentful frown. So we've got Rinko's coin purse back.
I will ask our chieftain to
go
send
back
a
and give
healer
it to him.
for that idiot Valian. Perhaps that will quiet his whimpering.
It's nice that they give you the option if you want to do bad stuff to take the money. Rinko's coin purse, this small leather pouch jingles merrily. With each step you take, it's more of a money bag than a purse. Okay, we have to go to Goreshi Street. It's one of the hardest fights in the game, mainly because it's really tough for the level that you're at and the equipment that you have. Even with Bera's blessings and a full party, it's still really tough to do. But there is like if you come in from the top here, the only way you get is to fight through it, but there's a way in from the bottom, and the only way to get into the bottom is to leave the town on foot and then come back into Goreshi Street. I don't see any point in trying to fight it. It's very tough and tedious, and there's so much XP because of the DLC that before the end of the game I will have maxed out anyway. So I just want to get through this island as quickly as possible. As you make your way along the side streets of Port Maje, you come upon visible traces of the storms passing. Many of the houses here boast cracked window panes and sagging awnings, and you pass narrow streets strewn with foliage and debris. The cobblestones beneath your feet are still slick with water and silt. Before long you are ankle deep in sucking mud and loose stones. The flooding only worsens up ahead where the water level rises to the knees. Most of Port Maje's residents have fled this region for dry land. But the murmur of raised voices ahead and the occasional splash suggests that you are not entirely alone. If we go here, you can just see the robbers. So we'll try and sneak past them. Hopefully they won't catch us, as long as I don't get too close. So we can talk to this ghost.
Nothing but endless grey mist. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
Turns out there's a lot about that they don't tell you.
You seem to know where you are going.
The soul crosses ethereal arms over her chest.
Clearly, the intelligent thing is to follow you, yes?
Sure, I can get you to where you need to go. The spirit falls into step behind you, her essence drawing a dissipating trail along the ground.
I shall.
So this is the person we need to talk to, Ilari.
Not much cause to come out this way unless you're looking
Strange
for trouble.
that Azim isn't the one doing the talking. Since it's him that I started the conversation with, it's really frustrating that it always uses you. Because then you could have different people doing the talking based on what skills they have. Because sometimes you have to do skill checks. The young elf's hand drops to a pistol in his belt, palming the grip. The faintest hint of a sneer plays about his lips as he watches you unblinking. Zavia sent me. She needs you to put a stop to the looting. Larry snorts, his nose wrinkling. He regards you for a moment longer in expectant silence. Then he throws his head back, letting out a braying, unpleasant laugh.
Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing.
Help her out this once, and Savia will owe you a favour. It's diplomacy check. Yeah.
A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe.
Mid-jaw to Ilari's brows draw together. He runs a thumb along his jaw, frowning.
Done. I'll do it. Bon Piaco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Savia this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
Okay. Now we can go back to the city and hopefully level up with what the two things that we just done. Just speed things up because the slog zone is slowing everything down. Protective Athosian Charm. Additional effects before darkest before dawn. One perception ability activates when near death, grants before dawn. And this gives us health and reduces the damage we take. So this sounds like something that would be good for Little John, as he's a barbarian.
What can I do? At once.
A lot of his bonuses and things come into play when he gets blooded or near death. So this will just help with those as well. And I don't think he has much perception. Yeah, so that will help as well to land hits.
Certainly.
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. You are quite blinding.
I'm sorry, but you're dead. Come with me, I'll help you.
Dead? Oh, but this is terrible.
The spirit sighs, wispy shoulders slumping.
Kara, I will follow. You are hard to lose sight of.
The soul brushes up against you, too close for comfort.
What can I do? I'd be glad to.
So let's go back to Rinko's house and give him back his money bag. Then we have to go to the jail and let the watch commander know that everything's okay in Gorechi Street.
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
Here, Mohika apologized and returned your money.
She what?
He eyes the coin purse in his hand, then angles one-eyed glower up at you. Sorry. You have lost an item, Rinko's coin purse.
Let her apologize to my face, the shark spawn. Nella. What good is an apology? Does it... enough then. I am forgiving.
Guy doesn't stop complaining.
What I asked for.
He should be glad he's got the money
back.
back.
Share of the coin. We leave it at that.
We got 1,000 copper.
You have saved my family, Aimiko. I say it plain. Aggressima.
His head drops back down onto the pillow and he raises an arm in a weak gesture of farewell. Okay, I'll level up later. Now back to the jail.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it?
I convinced Delari to keep a watch on Garashi Street.
Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Maje under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Maje would be set right within the week.
Okay, I just level up. So it's important that we increase mechanics, and as I'm the mechanics expert for the party, I will add 1 to mechanics and add 1 to survival. And we get 2 abilities. What have we got here? Bears, fortitude, combat focus, defensive bond, plus 10 defenses from area effect when we're within 4 meters of each other. %50 damage for damage over time effects. I think we'll get Faithful Companion because I don't want Will Scarlet charmed or dominated, and we will take... I always find this wounding shot a bit useless. It does 10% weapon damage for 3 seconds for every 6 seconds. Never really does much. Like, the rangers don't have any special real attacks because they got so much stuff for pets. This is quite good. Concussive shot. Evasive roll. But if we wanted to get predator sense, then getting something that does damage over time would be good. But I'm not sure if I want that. Maybe get something for the pet. For the animal companion. This is revive. Yeah, maybe we take wounding shot for now. Not sure if I want predator sense. Let's go with evasive roll because I often need to move fast. If the enemies run to the back line, I shall be in trouble. Because I have lower deflection. A faithful companion, evasive roll.
I'm here.
See if we can set that up in the AI. So my health is It's near death. And we'll use evasive roll. Target is ally. And we go to the furthest target. So I want to get away but be near someone else. We'll set this to 60 initially and see how that works out. Now we can go to the Digsite. Upahua Woods. Thick woodland spreads to the east of Port Maje, slowing your travels. Birds flitter about you and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, then no path at all. You find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away in a pattern. The striation seems to run upward from right to left, just shy of a vertical. Examine the markings, perception and survival. So I guess that's me. Success. The depth and width of the gases suggest that tusks of a boar and the curled tusks of brown fur for you find wedged. And the curled tufts of brown fur you find wedged in the scored wood confirm your suspicion. Survival check. You notice a sigil carved lightly into the wood, so faint as to be almost imperceptible. Identify the symbol. I guess this requires history. Is it history? Because Little John seems to be quite good at that. Yes, history check. Little John squints at the carving and frowns. Looks Sawana. 3 overlapping circles. Can't say beyond that. Quiet rustling in the underbrush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. Call out. I think that's best. Hello, someone there? The sound approaches. A tall Amau appears through the vegetation. Matted red hair frames his head while wild boar hides drape his form. Stranger still, several wild boars attend him, their hackles up as they snort at you. I think this guy's a druid. It's a shame you can't get animals to follow you as the main character as well. The way some of the NPCs seem to. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin. His lips curls over jagged teeth. He waves the stick at you.
No, never talk. Just go. Leave this forest. Go leave these islands. Go return from where you've been.
His Adarian is halting, the language thick in his mouth. I mean you no harm. Can't we just talk?
Said as if a word never hurts a person. You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
Look, I just want to pass through the forest.
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
I'm hunting a god. If I fail, your islands will not be spared his wrath. The man frowns, then pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hand shaking, he hands it to you. You have gained the wise teeth necklace.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if
He dismisses you with a wave. I need to see who I can give that to. Religion, stealth. Maybe Marion can have that. It's got an intellect bonus.
Isn't this brilliant?
Means she now has 19 intellect.
I'm here.
Search this old battleground, see what we can find. You find find a field strewn with ancient corpses. It must be a site of a battle that happened long ago. There might yet be something salvageable among the fallen. So we found a scroll of insect swarm. And that's it. Okay. Give that to see Friar Tug or maybe Marion. It's a druid spell. Ah, no, she's got no Arcana. Well, Arcana's not high enough yet. Give that then to Friar Tug. I have to increase that next level up. Rice farm. Wakaru Pass. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks. The sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Search the area. I'll do that. Success. It takes you only a few minutes to make sense of the chaos. No blood splatters suggest that it was not a fight, and you easily identify the clawed prints of Zaurips. The tracks seem recent. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. Beyond a group of robed figures, cringe and cower at a nearby river bend. Each is frozen in place, ashen and grey like statues crafted of soot. Disarm the trap. Though the trap seems simple, you take care as you disarm it and collect its component parts. We got a corrosive cloud trap. Continue cautiously forward. You continue down the path without further interference. Ale. That'll be useful for the ship's crew once we get off this island. See, we can collect the fresh fruit and investigate this shipwreck. A grand old galleon sits just offshore, listing so hard to the side that its top deck stands nearly vertical. Its main mast has been snapped clean in half, as if by the hand of an angry beast. Sift through the wreckage. Take some time to explore the wreckage and find a tattered old flag in the Huana colours. Continue poking about the wreck and find 24 Azata Nui shells. Keep searching. 23 ammunition for the ship. And a rope and grappling hook. That's quite useful. Rice. And that was it. Okay, now we can go to this dig site. We're not going to do a lot of the fighting here. In fact, we're going to sneak past a lot of the stuff because most of it isn't necessary. And it's really boring when you've done it as often as I have. And I just want to get off the island as quickly as possible. And like I said before, there's so much XP from the DLC that you don't have to do this at all anymore.
I'll take care of this.
These statues have got money. We just go up here and collect everything we can. from this grassy area. Ratiti root.
I'll handle this.
River reed, and glaive berries? No, RotH pods. Okay, and we have to sneak here because we don't want to get caught by the animals.
I shall make it so.
Okay, in this training hall, we're not going to go there. Sneak back up and then go back to the main entrance at the bottom. And once we get inside, we'll level up. I think that'll put them at level 4, yeah. Eventually they will catch up with me. Just loot this crate and see what we get. Food. We have to start sneaking now, or we're going to get seen by the animals. For some reason you can unstealth here and not be seen, and you also can't shoot them with ranged weapons, which seems strange.
I shall make it so.
Copper pyre, and mushrooms. Can feed that to the crew.
This fight is mine.
Yeah, more food. I think up here some statues. Yeah, 2 of them. Gold. Now we have to start sneaking again, or we're going to get seen.
Consider it done.
Okay, what did we get? We needed some weapons. Don't think we need anything. Maybe we'd keep the dagger in case I decide to get rid of the spear. And there's another pet. Reduce damage from firearms. It's 24 copper pyre and 3 gold through. Just one more statue. No, it's gone. Now we can go inside. Yeah, we'll soon have our first proper fight, because there's some conflict you can't avoid here unless you've got really high stealth. Move normally. Silver and gold coins. You just loot this room because it gives us some crafting ingredients for something we find soon in another room.
Indeed.
Praise the bold-hearted Avrix, master of the blade. In memory of Sama, beloved sister, I give this statue. All that remains of this inscription is Raka the Fortunate. The stone is worn smooth. Remember if there's something else you have to read. I don't think so. I'll send myself on alone.
I'll take care.
Only the bold and reckless within, the reckless and the fortunate shall pass safely within. Bold and reckless. See, these ornate bronze fixtures appear to be braziers. Soot learns the interior of the metallic petals, and you spy fresh coral beneath the filigreed grating. Someone lit these recently. Had you the means, you might do the same. Light the brazier with a torch. Nothing happens for a moment, and then the brazier ignites in a sudden rush of flames. Yeah, I think if you're a fire godlike, you can also ignite it yourself. Or use flint and tinder if you have it. Light the brazier with a torch. It's a bit frustrating that sometimes when automatic things happen, if you're a ranger with a animal companion, the animal companion comes with you, just appears there. It's really frustrating. Can sometimes, if you're trying to sneak somewhere, give you a game away.
I'm here. Of course. I'll take care of this.
Peridot, gem, and gladiator sword. Fine quality. It's got -1 penetration from corroded blade and grants scrim. +10 melee damage when wielded with a shield, +5 deflection when wielded with a shield. Not sure if we actually have anyone with a shield, except maybe Azim. But he may not use the shield. I'm not sure yet. I'll take it anyway, and we can sharpen it by enchanting it. This sharpened blade. Actually, this weapon is not too bad if you have someone who wants to use a shield. It's got quite good bonuses that are useful throughout the game. So we have this here, but I don't know if I want him to use a sword. But maybe for this early fight it's better. Can switch to saber later if we find a better one.
Yes, indeed.
So we just level everyone up. First, Azim. Wants athletics and streetwise. I think this time we get the fighter stances. And we take sword.
Oh?
So I've switched to defender stance because I wanted to lock people down with engagement. And now little John. So more athletics and intimidate. So we get an upgrade for both classes. So I think we will take two-handed style, because everything he does is going to be a two-handed weapon. quite like this paralyzing ability. At the sound of his voice, the killers froze stiff. But we could do with another chant. So this is quite useful if you're fighting like wizards and things, where you want to interrupt them and stop them casting. But this is also useful, being able to resist resolve and constitution. Some of these afflictions can be really crippling. I think we get that as it will complement at the sight of their comrades, their hearts grew bold. And we will go with a poleaxe for now. Give this chant a name. So we can start off with, actually we can have different ones for now. Call this one Resist Weakness. He's got quite a large range. Can't remember what his intelligence is. It's not high.
Oh?
Need a hand?
Okay, now for our attack. And we will go with Arcana again. And Religion, of course. These spiritual weapons that priests have are so useless. This should have been some ability that you get once a rest. I'm not going to waste a spell on it. Most of the time what you get is not what you're proficient with. There's not much use. And normally by the time you've got a unique weapon, these are outclassed. I think what we will do is go with this repulsing seal, because that's quite useful. You can cast it outside of combat and you get your spell point back, so it's like a free spell that will knock anyone over. It's quite useful in choke points, but it does mean that people then tend to target the priest, so I'll have to be careful and make sure she's protected. Two weapons. I can't remember what gave her for ranged weapons. I think it was Scepter. Yeah, so we take Scepter. Lastly, maybe Marion. She needs an Arcana boost. And we will take Metaphysics. This spell is not much use in Deadfire. It was really useful because it paralysed everyone. But now it just paralyzes the target and immobilizes the others, which is not much use because most of the time they're engaging somebody anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't really like this spell very much. I think we will get this so that we can make everyone flanked. Phantom foes. And for the druid, we're not going to bother with these wild strike things. Like shifting for Marion is like a last resort thing to do when we need a boost to health, because after she transforms back she has negative power level for restoration and rejuvenation spells, which is not great. I think we will go with Autumn's Decay. I think we'll go with Blizzard because the slowdown effect that it has is quite useful sometimes. And Wand.
Yeah?
Pulsing Seal.
Yes?
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we just adapt to AI a bit. So this will set up phantom foes. See. Distance target. Enemies in melee. I'm not sure if this refers to me or the target. So if it says target allies in melee range, does that mean that my enemies allies, or does that mean my allies? Not sure how we can set this up. Let's set it quite high because I don't want it being done all the time. Greatest number of enemies and threat to self, threatened, engaged by multiple enemies. Maybe that will stop it from actually being fired too often. So we've got now a healing spell. I can also use that to heal myself if necessary. I think that was all I needed to add. Just check again. I can go. Anything new? Blizzard. Enemy and greatest number of enemies. Set that to 60. How long does it last? 12 seconds. I think that's alright. Yeah. So AI, if you change it, the effects are applied immediately for any game where you're using the AI. So you don't need to save the game. So you could actually go back to a earlier save and still have this AI set up. What I'll do now, I'll go ahead and try and pull a few of them because there's too many for us to deal with altogether, I think. There, and we try and go for the mushroom. Not sure if we should mark it or just attack. Let's mark it because I think we can get off a shot before we get cornered.
Attack.
I don't think that helped much. Accuracy. Yeah, it grazed. We might have missed otherwise. Run, 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 run. So, Little John, no, Azim, you can go and knock this spawning. little John buff up. And we need deflection boost. And give me some strength and constitution. Where's Scarlet? You can go and attack as well. Little John, come here. And Carnage. Yep, hit quite a few of them. Oh, we buffed already now. Let's try and slow them down. No, don't move. Damn. I think it moved out of range. I got two of them. Oh, he's gonna die. Someone heal him. Let's go for the spider. It's quite big. Kill it. Why is it not? Okay, heal. You can stop for now. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, no, maybe you do need to heal. Let's help him out. See, Fire Tuck is out of spells. Maybe switch to melee and flank. Same for Maid Marian. Everyone on this spore link. Need to get some of their number down, there's too many of them.
I suppose it can't be helped.
Yeah. Get out of there. Fire. Do we need health? Yeah, we do. Who's casting that? Me. Okay.
Onward.
Let's go for the Will-o'-the-Wisp with her and little John as well. Yeah, well, Scarlet can go for the spider. Oh, okay, you can't get him. Go for this. And heal up, little John. Get behind and flank.
Not what I was intending. Finish them.
It's beyond me.
Yeah, that was a good hit. Little John, 33 damage.
As you like.
So what we do is leave everyone here. I will go on ahead. Ah, no we won't. There's a wisp. Need to get rid of that together.
I see them.
Great.
In fact, you could switch back to ranged.
Of course.
As can you.
have on it.
Get up closer.
That's embarrassing.
See, Will Scarlet's AI. What is that? It's not working. Defensive. Okay, put him on aggressive. Now they go way back there, except for me. I'll go this way.
Of course.
Loot the stuff that's here.
I'll have it.
So we're not going to go down to the south. Don't need to waste time doing that. Sneak now. And we go for the essence.
Onward.
Didn't do much damage. Vulnerable to fire. Oh, I pulled a bit more than I wanted. I think they're a bit faster than me. Ah, no, I didn't hide them. Damn it. Okay, everyone move up. And I will go back here. See, you can shout and hopefully get some as they come in. Okay, that wasn't good. Knock him over. Yeah, give us some resolve. And I will slow you down. And they got high cold armor, but even if it doesn't do much damage, it might slow them down if it hits. Where's Will Scarlet? He doesn't seem to be attacking for some reason on his own.
I'll make it.
Oh no. The ooze appeared. I really was hoping that could be done later. Okay, now we have issues. No, don't cast that there. Cast it here.
I can hold out.
Okay, what have we got? Drink that. Oh no, I have to turn off his AI. Wait, we can summon our own allies. I forgot all about that. He's a chanter. See, there's no point wasting anything on him. He's about to die. Let's boost his health. Oh my god, he's gone down. Damn. Might have to do this again. See who's gonna die, doesn't matter. Then get behind.
Certainly.
You're gonna have to get into melee range. There's a you.
You're mine.
Try and inflict flank on them. Great. It's already flanked.
I shan't miss again.
Oh god, the wisps are coming as well.
Death to our enemy.
I don't know if we can do this. We're getting close to dying. Take that potion. Take it now. Okay, stop them and everyone else kill this anomaly. Damn it, I don't know if we can survive this. Let me see, I've got one withdraw. I might have to empower and get back some abilities, because there are even more coming in. Yeah, I think I will empower, because I think everyone will need it. Let's mark that, and that will boost the damage from Will, Scarlet and myself. You can knock him down. Exactly, you can buff yourself and then knock him down. You can empower and give us some deflection. Let's empower Maid Marian as well. And we need a heal over time. Probably best if I don't get that. Okay, that might help a bit. Does anyone have a... Why is he casting... Why is she casting that? Let me just check the AI. The remove Constitution. I don't think any of them have Constitution, and she doesn't have a Constitution buff. Okay, I have to fix that AI. I don't want to cast in that now. Let's go for this and help out Azim. Damn, didn't work. Maybe we should get Azim back to help out.
Count me out yet.
Ah, damn it, she cast it.
With relish.
Oh, no. We've lost... I don't think we can do this. There's too many of them. Keep trying and hope. But I don't know if it's possible now. Unless we can... Charm. Immune to intellect. Yeah. Can maybe get the ooze, but I don't think so. Ah, yes, excellent. We might still survive. I will Scarlet. And get up there. Yes. Kill it. Is the ooze doing anything? Yeah, oh, it's doing quite a lot of damage. That's good. We might actually survive this. Still not sure. Force attack. It's flanked, but it's very tough.
Working.
How long does that last? 30 seconds. That's not bad. I think we got this. I don't think it can do anything unless it like explodes in a fireball or something. I think we'll survive. Maybe I can mark it still. Yeah. Yeah, that marked prey helped. 17 is quite a lot of damage.
That's not it.
Got it. Okay, I don't think we will rest yet. I think I can survive this. There's frostbite, there's nothing. Yeah, frostbite. Nothing to worry about.
I shall.
Just go over here. And I think, because so much was pulled, we could just walk into the room and engage anything that's left. Just kill it. Kill kill it, it's gonna die.
Just say the
Go
word.
back
Need
to
a hand in a hand?
ranged.
I'm here. I'm here, of course.
Trouble.
Oh, an imp. Please flank here. Probably little John is, because he's using a two-handed weapon, he never gets close enough to engage.
What can I do?
It's one of the problems with the game. If you use certain weapons, I think his weapon has reach. Yeah, it's really frustrating. I wish there was some setting in the AI where you could say, like, always engage, and only use the reach if you can't. So there's a lot of supplies for the ship. We just loot these statues. This always reminds me of John Irenicus's dungeon from Baldur's Gate 2. When you see these kind of tubes.
I shall make it so.
Frozen mid-step, this grim figure has turned toward the colossal pillar of Ardra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hands rest upon a crystal's dull surface. Clutched tightly in the remnants of a fist is a bundle of papers bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet. A glance reveals a signature, Odorissi. These then are Odoris's notes and likely what remains of the man himself. As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them slough away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. Let's read his notes. Odoris's notes acquired from his corpse are a dense collection of jargon and diagrams. They allude to mechanical and chemical processes used to treat Ardra while it is refined into powder. These notes would doubtless be of interest to those working directly with luminous Ardra. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck by a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it is stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Ardra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Ardra. A dim,
Once you place your
warm
hand
light
upon the pillar
emanates
of
from the surface.
luminous Ardra, a
cool to
dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels
dance
cool
along
to
your
the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable but not painful. A woman's voice, scatty, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind. Continue.
Find your soul in.
You concentrate.
Ah, I don't need to
peering
read this
into
out, it's being
Audra's
read
energy
out.
As you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Ardra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you. The Engwithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Ardra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down.
I haven't heard this for such a long time. Normally when I'm playing on my own, I just keep skipping this text and pressing 1 continuously. So I really don't hear it that often.
It is Eothas. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Eothas. From within the teeming throng of souls,
I think this is one of the first talks with Eothas where you get some kind of ability, and the choice of what you say to him affects what that ability does. It's like this area effects ability that you get. It either helps allies or does something neutral, does something just for you. It all depends on your choice of what you do. I'm not sure if it's this step or the next one, but I think you can find the information in the wiki.
You can feel the presence of your own soul slumbering deeper in the gyre.
Reach out to the lost souls.
You reach out to the lost souls, but the incredible power flowing through Eothas'
Yeah, I
body
always normally go with option 1.
Not even your watcher powers
I think
can
that's the one
penetrate
that gives you the
massive tides of
healing
energy
ability,
crashing
because you
through.
help others.
The souls
You try and
sense
help
your
the
efforts
souls,
and attempt to breach the surface of Eothas' body, but are
which is most of the time
instantly back
what I
down into
want.
the deep well of
There
the
is a
statue's heart,
third option, it's
as
like
though
a
they
selfish
glide
option,
from
I
the
think.
edge of a great precipice.
And I think you get the option for the third upgrade to get like brilliant, which is a really useful ability to have, but I prefer the healing.
Eothas' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity.
Yeah, I think the 3 options are helping others and yourself equally, but no one in particular, and just helping yourself with some benefits.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates
I guess a
out from the
selfish
dark.
option is useful
A
if you're
force
playing
so
on your own,
intense
don't
that it
have any
momentarily
companions with you.
overwhelms
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Eothas' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear. Through the glare, you see Eothas' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
Yeah, I think this actually might be the 3 options. I'll go wait.
Time cannot stop for any of us, Watcher. Even me.
Eothas yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Engwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down, You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth.
As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
As you like.
I guess that's the sign that I've just got the ability. Now maybe you get it later. Here.
Indeed.
Okay, maybe everything I said was wrong. Maybe it's not now that you get it. But there's definitely certain points in the game where you talk to Eothas and it affects some ability that you get, but I can't remember when you get the ability. Let's speed time up. Sure, no one is stealth. Give this to Maid Marion now. I think she has enough Arcana to cast this, yeah. Okay, that's it. We're done. We can go back to the governor and give him the news. And we can also rescue Aloth. Although we won't be using him, he's going to be on the boat too. As the souls move past you, some turn their heads in your direction, but most seem fixated below you. On the Ardra pillar beneath your feet, a few nod their heads in thanks or raise a hand to acknowledge your presence. A small group of souls has started to cluster around you. One of them is standing a bit closer than the others and gestures for your attention.
Watcher, we'd like to come with you.
Of course, I'll protect you.
You have our thanks. We appreciate that you showed us the way to the Audra. But what if it goes dark before we reach the beyond?
The other souls around her nod in agreement.
Thank you, Watcher.
Now we have the ability. So it's here, the decision, but you only get it once you leave and talk to the souls. So it'll distract enemies and heal allies. Yeah, my might's quite high, so that should heal quite a bit as we level up. Yeah, that's everything. Benessa. Let's talk to her. The animancers are gathered in front of the cage where they confer with wide wondering gestures. One of them, a 30-ish woman with a serious demeanour, notices you and points.
You went into the ruins. Did you find survivors? In hiding, perhaps?
She looks past you at the darkened passageway. Desperate, feeble hope flickers in her eyes. I'm sorry. If it's any comfort, I think they died quickly.
It is not. But thank you for trying.
She lowers her head.
I take it you are going back to Port Maje, yes? Governor Clario will want to hear of this. I am sorry that we cannot accompany you, but...
I shall go with them, Benessa.
A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Aloth Corficer all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working his way across them.
After all, the jungle can be perilous.
I think he's trying to indicate that we shouldn't give him away.
Ak, as you say, Engwithan.
She turns to Aloth, a despondent cast to her frown. Yeah. So this will give away Aloth as not what he seems. So we just say let's go. He gives you a quick smile.
Be careful, I'm Miko.
She gives Aloth's hand a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance away.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Benessa and the Animancers. At least tell me what you've been doing here.
That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations.
He looks you up and down.
But I could ask you the same.
Eothas destroyed my keep, killed most of the people there, and nearly killed me. He'll answer for it.
Well, there's never a dull moment with you.
He raises an
We
eyebrow.
can speak more freely once we're away from Port Maje. For now, let us return to Clario.
Okay, we'll keep it as a single-class wizard. And I think before we go to the boat, we might take his armor, because he doesn't really need the magical abilities it has, and it's quite a good armor you can use throughout the whole game.
Already on it.
Give this to Maid Marian.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah, it's quite good for her to have these. Friar Tuck has the same spells, and Maid Marian's healing spells, they do less healing because they heal over time, whereas this is like burst healing, and that's something she doesn't have a lot of. And we can even get her AI set up to use that. See, where is it? Consumables, scroll of minor healing, ally, greatest number of allies, and it can also heal her if necessary. Yeah. So I add these potions to healing as I get them, to healing herself. In fact, every script has that. That's because there's a bug that's been introduced since they had turn-based, where if you try and drink a potion or use an item and you've got AI on it, won't finish the action. And this is the only way to get potion drinking to work, is to build it into the AI. Either that or turn AI off when you want to drink, which is frustrating. I think we have everything here. Now we go and report the governor. Not too far. Here.
I'm here, indeed. What can I do for you?
I have information for you about the Digsite.
Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
I'm sorry, some of your Animancers made it, but I'm afraid that Deresi was killed when Eothas arrived.
I see. I suppose we are fortunate to have any survivors.
Clario's gaze searches yours with almost feverish anticipation. He's not a nice person, he's more interested in the research than the person. I found these.
Gods be kind.
Clario takes the bundled notes from you with barely restrained urgency. Within moments he is flipping through the papers, his eyes sweeping back and forth across the pages.
Belfetto! We are saved!
Clario lets out a relieved, almost giddy laugh, looking up at you with a toothy grin. A grin he hides soon after beneath a cough and a look of some regret.
That is, Odorisi's legacy is not wholly
Yeah,
lost.
pretend that you care.
I like to believe the man would find that pleasing.
He folds the papers once again and sets his hands over them protectively.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Eothas, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
This is the God of Light we're talking about.
You are too trusting in your superstition. Believe in what you have seen and felt. The death of every man and woman at that dig site.
Eothas is using the Ardra pillars as an energy source. If I can find more, I can find him.
Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Ardra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valiant Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Neketaka. Queen Onekaza II rules there, at the Kahanga Palace. The Queen knows every Ardra vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
You promised to help
I
me.
have not forgotten. We will get you to Neketaka. And for that, you need your sheep. I'll arrange it with Ekawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Farewell.
Safe travels, Captain. Do take care.
Okay, we just go level up the other companions and take Aloth's armor and then leave. And then I think we'll end the video there because it's already been nearly 2 hours.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an islander...
Years I've had that cracking eye. Who'd go and steal a thing like that? What am I supposed to call this sure thing?
Farewell.
Yeah. Oh, wrong. This one.
Hey there.
To level up a day, you can get discipline strikes and rapid recovery. Now, Jyoti, athletics, religion, consecrated ground and combat focus, since all she's ever going to do is fight. Aloth gives him some athletics for second wind and history. I think we will go for this because it's useful on the boarding fights for him. Fighter Essence and Arcane Veil. Just needs to be able to self-buff during the fights. I think this is it's not foe only. This is wand. More athletics and history. I think we go for combat focus and arduous delay of motion. Because Because there are going to be a lot of enemies on the boarding fights, and it would be good to slow them down. Yeah, maybe we should take Adair's armor as well. Do we have anything to replace it with? We've got a breastplate. Yeah, let's give him the breastplate. Take his items because he won't need them. Nothing better to give him. And we take his armor. He can wear a robe.
Still kicking, eh? Sure.
So let's get my party back. Azim, Little John, Friar Tuck, Maid Marion. Don't need to rest just yet. I think we'll give him this because he needs lighter armor to move fast, and he's going to be bloodied and near death a lot, and if he dies, if anyone dies first, it's going to be him, I think. So second charge will be useful. Okay, so this gives increased area effect. Yeah, overseeing plus 50% area effect. Maybe we'll give that to... She's got a fine robe, so we'll give that to Friar Tuck. And it's also got less recovery time. Oh no, it's the same. Okay, that's done. Now we can leave the island. On foot. Belario's Rest, here we are. And I think, well, we're on the boat, we'll end it. And in the next video, the first thing we'll do is Merrill the Mad.
We are making ready to free your ship. I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where Nekataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will come. We will see your defiant out to sea.
And we got enough experience to level up again. Wax sealed letter. This missive is written on what looks like dried blood on a slice of tanned leather. Came to you rolled and sealed with the marks of Aurochs. The lettering, spidery and sharp, suggests the sender may have been shivering as they composed it. Most glorious watcher of Kadnur, I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honour. A community of like minds has congregated at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness the dead flow's rapid expansion. Soon ice shall consume all, Rumogrand's domination and Dead Eora be unchallenged. Domination over Dead Eora be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence. With admiration for your many accomplishments, Vatnir, High Harbinger of Dusk. That's something for later. That's one of the DLCs. It's really hard.
The matter of our ship's resources
Okay,
before we get
some
underway.
injured people. Okay, I'm going to stop there.
That we lost several
We will
crew
equip the ship
and
decide where to go once I come back.